Let's talk about sprouting. Good food for emergencies and anytime, really, and super simple. Hi, Dr. Paul Haider, Master Herbalist and Health and Wellness Instructor for 34 years. Let's get the world healthy. Like what I do, please give me a thumbs up, please subscribe, and there are 1,200 videos here for you to learn from and get healthy. Well, today I want to talk about sprouting, really important food for emergencies, and with the world on end right now, I think it's very important, and it's good food year-round, and I think it's very vital that people learn how to do sprouting, and I'm going to teach you right here. And also the nutrition, which is much better than the regular seeds, too. There's a huge amount of things you can sprout. Alfalfa sprouts are a little bit of a spice, buckwheat, broccoli seeds, red cabbage seeds, all kinds of beans, mung beans, which are one of my favorites, little old green mung beans, really great. I highly recommend them. Also, adzuki beans and lentils, really, you find those in the market everywhere. Also, peas, snow peas, garden peas, all kinds of peas work great for sprouting. Also, chickpeas are really good. I recommend also that you cook those slightly after you get them sprouted. Also, alfalfa, fenugreek as a kind of a bitter curry-like flavor to it. Also, radishes. My wife loves radish type of sprouts. Also, like I said, broccoli before. Sunflower seeds are really great. Also, clover seeds and sesame seeds. Quinoa seeds, also some of the grains like oats and wheat and barley and rye and chia seeds and buckwheat seeds. The chia kind of get mucilaginous. They take a little more extra doing, but buckwheat is also very good. There's a lot more too. That's just a little smidgen of the type of things you can sprout. Studies show that sprouting increases polyphenols and also flavonoids and all kinds of different things that you don't really have in the seed itself, and it gets more of the good nutrients, which is really great. Usually sprouting somewhere between 3 and 5 days, and between the temperatures 77 to 95 is best. Lower temperatures, you're going to have to wait a little longer, and it's really worth the wait. Studies show that sprouting increases enzyme activity, loss of dry matter, increase of total protein, also amino acid changes, decrease in starch, increase in sugars, also more crude fat and crude fiber, slightly higher amount of vitamins and minerals, and on. Just amazing. You need to sprout. Well, first of all, good old mason jar of some kind. Take off the regular lid. And I bought some sprouting lids. They have a little screen there, but you could just take the regular little ring that came with the jar and put any kind of flexible screen over the top of your jar, and then put that ring on tight. But this one, you just put on the screen and put on the screen there and screw this down, and you got a sprouting jar. And those sprouting stainless steel screens are available on Amazon and eBay and just about anywhere for hardly anything. So there's your jar to start out with. Okay, now we're going to pour some mung beans in here. So we got beans or your seeds or whatever you got going on there. You're going to pour in some water, just enough to cover them, and then you're going to put the cover back on the screen and then take all the water out. Pretty simple. And then you're going to set this in the windowsill. Indirect light works best. You don't want it to get too hot and start, fermenting in there, that's for sure. And every day you're going to empty that water. And every day you're going to rinse it and take out the water. And in 3 or 4 or 5 days, you're going to have all these multiplied up to here. Have lots and lots of sprouts. Take your mason jar, put in the seeds or beans, put on the screen, put in some water, empty the water, and put it in the windowsill or someplace. If it gets more light, it turns more green. The actual sprouts do. Less light, they actually stay a little more white and a little more green and a little more nutrients for sure. And seeds will take and stay viable, and beans also if you keep them in a cool, dry place, or you put them in the fridge in a cool, dry place like a bin or something, and make sure they don't get wet in any way, shape, or form. And they'll last for, I've had them for years, and I have a lot of seeds in the fridge, sealed, and make sure that they don't get wet of any way, shape, or form. So if you want to sprout a few things, it's so simple. There's nothing to it really. Just put a few things in a jar, a little water, and rinse it, and you got sprouts, absolutely positively. And it works fantastic, and you get more nutrients. And this has been done forever. This is not a new thing, but I think in the light of what we have going on in the world, it's good to have some emergency food going on, and also storms and all kinds of different weather changes. It's important, man. Plan for the worst and expect the best. That's for sure. Also, remember God, remember I love you. And here is a book I highly recommend. Gratitude Works by Robert Evans. And it has a 21-day, process in here that you do, and it will change your life. I've used it with lots of people, and they become different people, more happy, more excited about life. I highly recommend this book, and you can get it on Amazon. Gratitude Works by Robert Emmons. I love you.